Overwatch has seen a variety of buffs and nerfs in its lifetime. We have seen the #1 heroes of a meta go to the trash can tiers of a meta in just a single nerf. So today we're going to look at the top 5 nerfs that changed Overwatch forever. My name is Nathan, and this is Blizzard Guides. So just before I get into this list, I want to let you guys know that these nerfs are based on meta changing nerfs. So if this nerf changes the meta completely, then it's included in this list. And that means a meta for a specific hero or a meta for just the team in general. So at number 5, we're going to take a look at our favorite grandma soldier, Ana. Her nano boost received a nerf very early into her lifetime. The ultimate cost was increased by 20%, as well as the movement buff from nano boost being completely removed. This marked the end of the Reaper Beyblade meta.
Push your odds, but here comes Buds again, and he's looking to do it one more time. Drops right there, gets 3, and that's going to be Stoop with another. Follows up with one more. Cool Matt's there for the assistance, and a beautiful clear there from Fnatic as they make their way to the second point.
Reaper's Beyblade was stupidly broken. I mean, Reaper on his own does a lot of damage. His ultimate was very powerful at the time, but with Nano Boost, it just increased all traits of his ultimate. And Nano Boost was, in addition to this, able to get a lot of value on Reinhardt's and even on supportive players as well, because this movement buff really was too powerful. It basically meant that the hero was invincible for the time that they got Nano because of the damage reduction that they got whenever they got Nano Boost and the movement increase, making them a harder target to hit. At number 4, we're going to take a look at Roadhog. So on the surface level of the patch notes, it doesn't seem like a nerf. His scrap gun went from a very high damage, low fire rate gun to a very high fire rate gun at low damage. And this doesn't seem like a nerf on the surface level, and that's because it isn't. The true nerf was actually in the bug fixes. Roadhog went from Hook 1.0 to 2.0 to 3.0. Hook 1.0 was broken. So yeah, Hook 1.0 was broken. I mean, really broken. Basically, if you were anywhere on the map, you were not safe from Roadhog's hook. So Blizzard enacted some bug fixes so that hook wouldn't be so broken, and then Roadhog ended up with what was basically a string and a piece of paperclip. It was really just kind of useless. You sneezed on the hook and it would break contact. So Roadhog really needed a fix in that department, so we ended up with the Hook 3.0 that we have today that seems pretty fairly balanced. At number 3, we're going to look at Ana once again. Yes, that's right, Ana actually upheld 2 entirely separate metas by herself. At first we had the Beyblade meta, and then we had the triple tank meta. Ana's biotic grenade really needed a nerf from the duration and the healing boost on allies that it provided, which is exactly what Blizzard did. Before that, triple tank was able to exist because her biotic grenade allowed an off healer to completely heal a tank within seconds. Triple tank was probably one of the first very structured metas, and so it was a very important change in Overwatch's history because that marked the end of the triple tank meta and the start of very structured metas from Blizzard. At number 2, we're going to look at Bastion. So Bastion at first received a rework. I'm not going to go through the entire list, but the important changes were to his self-repair and to his new passive ability. So his new passive ability was called Ironclad, and he basically just received 35% less damage while in sentry or tank mode. And also he was able to self-heal while moving, and he was no longer interrupted by damage. This spawned a mini meta of Protect the President. Basically every match saw a bunch of shields and a Bastion. He was able to heal himself through Genji blades, through Reaper ultimate, and just through a variety of different forms of burst damage.
Yep.
So yeah, just a little bit broken. So a very important nerf to Bastion was the Ironclad nerf. He received 20% less damage while he was in his sentry or tank mode as opposed to the original 35%. This basically started the trend of Blizzard not buffing heroes right before they go on break. This was a really unnecessary buff, and Bastion really needed a nerf in that department, which is why this is included in this list. And at number 1, you probably guessed it, it's Mercy. Mercy really needed a nerf. She spawned an entire deathmatch meta entirely on her own. Res went from being an ultimate ability to being a 30-second cooldown E ability. She was able to swoop in, get a res off at basically no cost. And Valkyrie, her new ultimate, was also very broken. She could fly around with near invulnerability, doing huge group healing and huge group power boost. So Mercy ended up being very broken and very in need of a nerf. The first set of nerfs weren't enough to bring her from the absolute S tier of the meta, so she was basically punished for going for risky reses, so she had to wait 1.75 seconds to cast res, which was helpful, but they buffed Valkyrie too much in that respect. They basically buffed res while you were valking, so you were able to get 2 reses off and you ignored the cooldown time of res, which was very broken. She received a second set of nerfs, which removed all res buffs from Valkyrie, effectively ending the Mercy meta. So let me know what you guys thought about this video. Which nerf affected you the most and which one did you strongly disagree with most? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. Don't forget to leave a like, as it really helps us know you guys are enjoying the content, and don't forget to subscribe, as we have a lot of Overwatch League content and tips and tricks videos so that you can be the best Overwatch player that you can be. I hope you guys have a good day. My name is Nathan, and this was Blizzard Guides.